Actives for color cosmetics. We're going to talk today about technologies that allow us to combine the benefits of skincare and color cosmetic into a single product. I will show here only a few examples of the technologies, and you are invited to contact us for further information. Active for color cosmetics. We have several types of technologies based on encapsulation of active ingredients, and they are available in both fine powder and liquid, and ready to be used in color cosmetic product. Technologies are based on two platforms. One of them is MultiSal, which is the dry fine powder, and number two is SalSphere, which is submicron spheres. The features of encapsulated actives are the following. Number one, the technologies are blendable into the makeup product and will not interfere with the color. Number two, skincare actives are time release, which means they gradual release over 4 to 8 hours, ideal for sensitive skin. Number three, the production does not require any special equipment. One could incorporate it right away. Technologies provide long-term stability, and the MultiSal technology is especially used because it has no water, therefore it doesn't require any preservative. It is preservative-free. Cost-effective ingredients. The ingredients are being used at very small concentrations, anywhere between 1 to 5%, with very good results. Number 7, marketing positioning. The combination of skincare and color cosmetics add value and appreciation by consumers, allowing you to transform commodity into value-added multifunctional product that combine color cosmetics with skincare benefits. In order to get more familiar, let me introduce you MultiSal. MultiSal technology is based on powder type of microspheres. The microspheres have a diameter of 10 to 20 microns, the diameter of a typical hair. And the structure of the MultiSal is unique. It contains two compartments. The MultiSal is a free-flowing powder in typically white to off-white color. The structure combines a core and a shell. The core composes of submicron spheres with encapsulated active, and the shell is used mostly for protection and to enhance the stability of the active ingredients. The shell is very sensitive to moisture. It is actually a water-based technology, and it's triggered by water. So water allowing the shell to erode. The erosion process is very slow, allowing the delivery to be delayed and activated only with the skin moisture. So the water enables the erosion of the shell, and this process, as I mentioned, is slow, and it breaks the structure down very gradually. Once the structure collapses, the submicron spheres from the core are being released, makes them available to penetrate into the skin and slowly release into the epidermis layer of the skin. This is the basic structure of MultiSal. The first technology I would like to introduce is MultiSal Hydration. MultiSal Hydration is a technology designed to increase the moisture level of the skin. For that purpose, it's using a combination of ingredients that's called natural moisturizing factors. These factors have been published years ago in the literature, and they combine amino acids, 40%, PCA, derivative of amino acids with metals, and some other ingredients. The other ingredients are listed here. These are amino acids, sodium pyrrolic carboxylic acid, lactate, urea, metals, sugars, ammonia, and some other ingredients. All these ingredients are available naturally inside the skin. The skin cells are also called corneocytes. Coniocytes contain high concentration of the natural moisturizing factors. MultiSal technology allows to release and to boost the level of the natural moisturizing factors in the skin and allowing a higher moisture level and a younger looking skin. MultiSal Even Skin is another technology that's based on salicylic acid. The purpose of this technology is to smooth and even the skin. How does it work? MultiSal contains salicylic acid. Salicylic acid has a very good history of safety and efficacy, but on the other hand have difficulties in the formulation itself because of its low solubility in water. Salicylic acid, when it's free, any acid form, is available to penetrate and soften the keratin layer. This is the protein that forms part of the skin structure. As the salicylic acid able to penetrate, it softens up the keratin level and allow for the cells to be exfoliated and resurface new, younger looking skin. This technology can be used to treat skin with blemish and acne, as you can see in this picture. So MultiSal Even Skin is a salicylic acid-based delivery system, allows to use it in a powder form, slowly release the salicylic acid so it does not irritate and dry out the skin. On the opposite, it's allowed to rejuvenate the skin and expose a younger looking skin. It's not only even, smooth, but also brighten. So it has multi-purposes as MultiSal Even Skin. Next technology is MultiSal Natural Anti-Inflammatory. This technology is designed to help people with some redness on the skin. The technology is using a blend of different botanical extracts, such as those extracted from Evening Promise, containing conjugated linoleic acid or gamma-linoleic acid, chamomile, green tea, aloe vera, magnolia bark, and so on. These are all liquid ingredients that typically wouldn't be able to incorporate in a powder-based makeup. They're all liquid ingredients. The Evening Promise, the chamomile, of course, the green tea extract, aloe vera, it's a liquid, and so the magnolia bark. MultiSal technology is very valuable in transforming liquid into solid powder that now can be incorporated, and all these ingredients are encapsulated to retain their stability so they don't discolor, and they are potent ingredients ready to be used once applied on the skin. The mechanism of release is the same as I mentioned before. It's based on the skin moisture. MultiSal sebum control is a unique technology. Excess sebum control has two major issues relating to skincare. Number one, acne-causing bacteria fed on excess of sebum. So the first way to handle acne is to reduce the amount of sebum. The second aspect of excess sebum is that oily skin, as you can see here, hindering the ability to have a long-lasting makeup product. Typical makeup require a matte skin. Or the first step that you do in any kind of foundation is you want to absorb the excess sebum so you can apply the makeup and the makeup can stay longer. How does it work? MultiSal sebum control. Let's look at the structure of the skin. You see the epidermis on the top of the skin and the dermis below it. This is a hair follicle. You can see here the sebaceous gland. The sebaceous gland, this is the place where the sebum is being released and produced and released, and then it goes through the hair onto the surface of the skin. MultiSal sebum control is effective by two different mechanisms. The first mechanism is using the polymers. The polymers from the shell is able to form a film on the top of the skin and absorb the excess sebum and mattify the skin. The second aspect is the long-term effect of excess sebum secretion. We are releasing SalSpheres containing zinc. The zinc has an effect on metabolism of sebum, metabolism that is transforming testosterone into dihydroxytestosterone, which eventually become sebum or eventually produces sebum. The enzyme responsible for this conversion is the 5-alpha reductase. The zinc is able to reduce the activity of 5-alpha reductase and by this reduce the secretion of excess sebum. So MultiSal sebum control is useful for multiple purposes: to reduce acne, blemish, and to mattify the skin to allow the long-lasting effect of makeup. It works in two ways. The immediate way is the polymer from the shell is able to absorb the excess sebum and reduce the shine from the skin. The zinc, which is encapsulated in the submicron spheres, is able to penetrate into the hair follicle, get to the sebaceous gland in this area exactly, and inhibit the continuous production of excess of sebum. MultiSal White is another technology designed to help whitening the skin. It's based on phenylethyresorcinol. Phenylethyresorcinol is originally a natural material available in different botanical sources. The purpose of this technology is to whiten the skin, to fine-tone the color of the skin. You can see in this picture what phenylethyresorcinol can do. Phenylethyresorcinol originally is coming from pine bark. We are using a natural identical synthetic source of phenylethyresorcinol. Phenylethyresorcinol has multiple ways to inhibit the formation of the melanin pigment. You can see the pathway to produce the melanin is long and complicated. However, the phenylethyresorcinol, if it's available to get to the right place at the right time, is able to block the process at several locations. It's blocking the activities of tyrosinase, the enzyme charged of producing the melanin. So MultiSal White is utilizing a synthetic material, natural identical material, and the way it is inhibiting the formation of melanin is by blocking the synthesis of melanin in the skin. In order for this to happen, the phenylethyresorcinol must be able to penetrate to the deeper layer of the skin, as I will explain later on. MultiSal Natural White offers an alternative to use natural ingredient to whiten and fine tone of the skin. It's using two ingredients. It's using alpha-arbutin from berries and resveratrol from grape. These two submicron spheres are encapsulated within the center of the microsphere and ready to be released when exposed to a little bit of moisture. Let's understand how does it work. This is a cross-section diagram of the skin. See, this is the epidermis, the top layer, and then the dermis, the layer below. The top layer is called stratum corneum. Stratum corneum is the major barrier for penetration. Only limited ingredients could penetrate, mostly hydrophobic. Water-based material cannot penetrate. Alpha-arbutin is water-soluble. Now you understand why we need to encapsulate it into a liquid form. Otherwise, it would not get to the deeper layer. What does it mean practically? Practically, it means that one will have to use a higher dosage and wait for a longer time to see the benefit. As we go down in the structure of the epidermis, the basal layer, the bottom layer, this is where the melanosomes are being produced. So melanocytes are the cells that producing melanosomes. Melanosomes are tiny particles, like you see here, that going through dendrites, through the epidermis, and dispersing the melanosome, which containing the melanin. So the best way to stop the color formation is to stop the synthesis at this level. Therefore, materials have to come in. The number one material that can do this is alpha-arbutin. Alpha-arbutin is an extract from berries. The second ingredient is resveratrol. Resveratrol is a very potent antioxidant, anti-aging, and also a whitening agent. However, it's not soluble in water. Both of them needs to be encapsulated in order to reach this low layer of the epidermis and become effective in a short time. You see here another example of using liquid ingredients, water-based ingredient, and transforming them into lipid-based systems that are able to penetrate into the deeper layer of the skin and get the results in a much shorter time. Now I would like to talk about liquid systems based on SalSphere. What is SalSphere? SalSphere technology is based on a submicron sphere, about 0.1 micron, very, very small. This small particle is solid and it's suspended in water. Solid allow to retain the active ingredients and allow them to penetrate into the skin, into the deeper layer of the epidermis. The shell of the particle based on hydrophilic polymer, and this allowed the core to be suspended and to get adhered to the skin. The first technology from the SalSphere family is called SalSphere Skin Repair. This technology is designed to repair the skin, especially when the skin suffers from dryness, severe dryness, and irritation and other kind of description like eczema. The structure of the skin is the following. You see, a damaged skin, extremely dry skin, suffers from the fact that the cells are separated from each other, allowing microorganisms, allergens to penetrate into the deeper layer of the skin. On the other hand, water can easily diffuse out and dry out the skin. What our technology is able to do is release ingredients such as ceramide, fatty acid, and cholesterol at a certain ratio that was studied in clinical experiment and found that this ratio is a suitable one to fill up the space between the cells. By slow release and rebuilding the matrix around and in the cells, able to retain the moisture. So then less water is being released and the skin looks much more healthy and able to repair itself. So SalSphere Skin Repair is a technology to release essential fatty acid such as ceramide, fatty acid of different nature, and cholesterol at a certain ratio that work synergistically over time to rebuild and allow the skin to repair itself. The next technology is SalSphere Natural Anti-Aging. Our concept of anti-aging is to help and repair wrinkles from a deeper situation into a more smooth skin, as well as to brighten and rejuvenate the skin. The technology is using two polyphenols from natural source. Major sources for polyphenols are available in berries. Once the berries are being extracted, they start to lose potency. They tend to get oxidized very easily. Therefore, they need to be encapsulated to protect them from oxygen outside, prevent the oxygen from reacting and discoloring and reducing the potency of the product. The natural polyphenols I'm using in this product are focused on apple and the natural polyphenols from grape. From grape we are using resveratrol, and from apple we are using procyanidin. These two polyphenols are very potent, maybe 1,000 times more than vitamin C. However, at the same time, they are very sensitive to oxidation. And this is the reason why they are encapsulated. And the encapsulation allows not only to stabilize them, but also allow them to penetrate deeper layer of the skin where they are needed the most. Salvona offers different technologies that can help you grow your business. Add multifunctional properties to your color cosmetic lines. Enable you to transfer commodity color cosmetic product into special value-added skincare. No more just cover up, but repair the skin at the same time. Contact us for further information. We'll be pleased to talk to you. www.salvona.com. Thank you.